Christmas spirit is alive and well in Chippewa Falls tonight despite a shocking act of vandalism this morning. Police say a car intentionally drove through Irvine Park's Christmas Village. Let's head to Irvine Park live now where our own Jeremy Landgrebe is standing by. Jeremy, you got to Irvine Park this morning shortly after a woman was arrested for driving through the park. Why do police say this was an intentional act?
Well, Keith, the Chippewa Falls Police Department says there were no signs of impairment, and given the fact that she drove through multiple signs and fences as well as struck a Parks and Rec truck multiple times, they believe that this was done on purpose. The damage started around 7:44 Wednesday morning when a woman drove through fences and park displays at Chippewa Falls Irvine Park, but it could have been worse. According to the Chippewa Falls Parks and Rec Director, John Jimenez, an employee showed up just at the right time.
They were on their way to go to Riverfront to kind of just check out Riverfront and the lights there to make sure that everything was functioning appropriately. They happened to see that, and so they pulled over. They tried, yelling and saying what's going on, and ultimately they ended up using the vehicle to block their way out as they were trying to flee, and so
police say the driver ran the park's vehicle 4 times. Luckily, that employee wasn't injured. Police say there was no indication the driver, identified as Ebony Hudson, was under the influence of alcohol or illicit substances, and the damage appeared to be intentional.
The individual that was driving was fairly compliant with our demands to get out of the vehicle. She would not provide any additional information as to why this occurred or what she was doing there.
Jimenez says he is devastated, and this incident will have a direct impact on the department and the community.
We had a lot of people in this community who invested their time, hard work, and effort into making sure that the village is up and ready to go. And so we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of people who have volunteered hours among hours to set this up.
Despite the damage, Jimenez says there is still a lot to be thankful for.
We're fortunate that this happened in the morning and that our staff were there, and it didn't happen during one of the evenings while we had a lot of visitors going through the village, or we had any bystanders walking through the village.
And you guys saw that damage, but luckily, as you can see, Irvine Park is looking nice and bright. Nothing looks damaged at all, looks repaired, and that's thanks to not only the Parks and Rec for cleaning this up, but also the community earlier this morning. Now, with that fence and displays down, as well as that truck, they estimated between $7,000 to $8,000 in damage. Keith?
All right, thanks, Jeremy. And now here's what we know about the woman who was arrested. Her name is Ebony Hudson. She's being held at the Chippewa County Jail pending charges of second-degree recklessly endangering safety and felony criminal damage to property. She is from Tennessee, and according to court records, she has not been charged with any crimes in Wisconsin before this. Police say the incident is still under investigation, and they do expect further charges.